here is the final part 3 of my interview with Juliana Wilches of Expat Group. And again, she is like knowledge all into one head. I really appreciate the time that she gave us for this interview and sharing the services they offer. And without further ado, let's get into this last third part. Once y'all started the process, I just waited until I got the email that says, your visa's been approved.
Exactly.
And the thing is for me, I appreciate that. And the fees that you all have charged to get my visa have been worth that because it takes the headache out of it. You know, I don't have to worry about it. It's just, you know, I give you everything and in a few weeks I have that email, and then a couple days later I have an email that says, your cedula appointment or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
And so that's the other thing. I wouldn't know what to do about a cedula. So and you all just make the appointment for me, and you just basically say, okay, you need to be at this address at this time on this day. And I'm like,
I'll be there.
Okay, I'll be there.
Yeah, exactly. So that's another thing, right? We try to be very transparent with not only the possibilities of whatever could happen to your visa application, but we try to be very transparent with prices, right? What's our service? What does it include? If there are additional costs, what is paid to the government? Because, you know, the visa approval fee, the cedula fee, it's something that does not have to deal with us. That's you and the government. So we guide you on how to do that, but we are very transparent on that fee is not up to us. It's something that is the government.
Well, and I remember, and I'll be honest with you, I can't remember what you guys charged me for your charge, so I'll ask you that in a second. But if I can remember, I think there's 3 fees. There's your all's fee, then there's the visa fee from the government, and then there is the cedula fee that's separate as well. Approximately how much is the cedula? And of course, this is the last thing you'll get. I'm asking in reverse order.
Yeah.
So
your cedula, for people that know, it's your foreigner ID. It's your ID. You not only have a visa, but you need to have a physical card.
If you're in the United States, go to the Department of Motor Vehicles. It's your driver's license or your ID if you don't drive, because they still issue the same thing. So it's Colombia's version. It's just a little ID card. It looks like a driver's license from the US.
You do need a driver's license though. Different document.
Yes.
Just making sure, because a lot of people don't know that. But yeah, so the cedula fee, it's about $70. It can fluctuate on government prices, on the dollar exchange. So right now it's at about $70.
Okay. And then the visa cost that Colombia charges.
So the visa cost, there are 2 separate costs. So if we're talking about the approval fee, this is something you only pay when your visa has been approved. It changes depending on the type of visa. So for student visa, it's going to be a little bit cheaper. For the majority of visas, it's about $270.
Okay.
Right? But again, it's something that we also communicate to you, right? From the very beginning, before you even begin your visa process with us, we're going to let you know how much that fee would be.
Okay, and then Expat Group's fee to actually handle this process so that it's painless.
Right. So with us, it's important to know that our fee includes the other government visa fee, that's the study fee, which right now it's at around $55.
Okay.
Right. So it includes that. So you don't have to worry about your visa application because we're going to do that for you. It's the appointment with the cedula, and it's the beginning to end, right? So having an agent to you, the migratory advice, if you have questions on this, questions on that, your application, all of that, again, changes on the type of visa, but most of our visas are about $275.
Okay.
Right? From everything, beginning to end, and when I mean end is when you pick up your cedula.
Okay.
Right? So that's kind of the average. Some visas, like the investor visa, right, might be a little bit more expensive since they do require
more work,
but not only that, but specific expertise, right? It's about very, very specific documents that you need that are not that easy to get. So our fees increase because we try to sell you a complete visa process. So for example, for the investor visa, we're not just going to pay for our advice. We're going to include the certificates that you need in the price. So you don't have to worry about paying for us. We're going to get them for your application.
Okay.
If we need something else, that might be an additional cost that you could incur in. But we try to make our visa applications, our visa prices as complete as possible.
Okay. So, and yeah, for me, like I said, that cost of $275 each one way or the other, well worth it because
Saves you a headache.
I mean, honestly,
Multiple headaches.
Well, yeah, it's just one of those things where, I guess, I don't know if the immigration asked you guys for anything else or anything and you just handled it. I just know that I didn't have to do anything between the moment of giving you everything and the moment of getting it approved.
Right.
And I like that.
In case the government does need something, or we're just going to communicate it to you.
Okay.
Right? We try to be just your voice, but then a voice needs also input on knowing what to say. So we try to facilitate that. And I think, another advantage that really we have is our bilingual agents. So all of our agents are 100% bilingual, right? So you never have to worry about not understanding something, because even if the government makes a requirement, we're going to put it not only in your language, but in concepts that you will understand.
Well, I know that emails from you are always both in Spanish and English.
Yeah.
So there's a block of each.
I do think it's important to, get used to some Spanish terms, but also legal issues and migratory issues. It's not a time to explore a language, right?
I agree. And that would be my next question is, when migration gets a application from you guys on behalf of somebody, do they know that it came from a visa service agency?
So we try to put all your personal information, right? This is something that is handled by our visa team. So there's a specialized process there, but we do have you have access to your information.
But yeah, what I'm curious about is, do they see that it was actually done by a professional agency instead of just an individual? Because I'm wondering if they see it's a professional agency, maybe they're more prone to be like, okay, this is all good, whereas maybe they're maybe a little more harsh if it's like, oh, this is a moron who did it himself.
I don't know how to answer that question. Okay. That's part of the specialized visa team, very, very specific process, so I don't have that information.
Okay. So Expat Group also does real estate, and I think you said business as well?
That's right.
How does the business work, and what are the real estate services you do offer?
So this is a whole other specialized department, right? We saw that there are many more people interested in acquiring these services. So our real estate and business department can also lead to a visa, but not necessarily. Our real estate department focuses on helping you get a property, right? Invest the correct way, right? Getting all of your certificates. We are very geared towards the United States customer. So we handle packages, right? So we have this package to help you with all the documentation you need to acquire your real estate property, right? But then we also have some packages that include the visa. So all in one, right? The least of your worries. We help you with a realtor. We help you with the studying property. We help you with signing the deed, transferring the funds. So it's a very inclusive package where you're going to have legal assistance at all times and a very personalized service, because you're going to be in contact with your visa agent, with our lawyer, with our specialized advisors, right? With a support agent that's going to make all of the documents for you. So we've seen that our customers really enjoy having that legal backup, because when you invest in real estate, it's a big investment. So it's not anyone that just decides to buy a house. These are people that have some knowledge, right? And when you want to invest in real estate, you have to know some sort. I would be a little bit worried if you went completely without any knowledge whatsoever of how it works. So, it's a team that is going to work with what you have and what you want to know.
Okay. And then let's say the business side, do you help acquire a business or how does that work?
So our business side is more focused on business creation. So if you can apply for a visa for a real estate investment, or for an social owner visa, where if you create your company or if you want to buy a Colombian company, we can definitely help you. There's a minimum investment amount, right? Right now it's around $36,000. But again, if you want to create your company in Colombia, if you want to invest that money, we do that for you. We help you with Chamber of Commerce. We help you with your visa too, that's something included, with the capital injection to get all of the certificates that you need. So it's, again, like the visa, companionship from beginning to end. So we don't leave you alone until you have your cedula. But we start with you from even before creating your company. Because something that we have noticed recently is that the government is getting a little bit stricter with national interest. So not all companies are going to be valid for your visa, right? there is a certain way to the way you sell yourself and you make your own profile, your business, right? How is your business going to contribute to Colombian economy, right? How is your business of interest for our country? Because it's about plans, but then you also have to demonstrate that you have made the investment. So all of those things are, you could know a lot about business, but you need that insight of what does the Colombian government want? What do they prioritize, right? Which areas are easier to get a visa with, which ones are a little bit more complicated. So there's going to be a team for you there, right? Within those specialized services, we also, offer tax-related services. So if you have a lot of questions, we have appointments. You don't even have to contract someone. Just a one-time thing. You get your time, ask your 50 different questions, and you get your 50 different answers.
Okay.
So with our growth, we have seen necessities that repeat themselves over the years, and we have created different types of services, right? So it's the business, it's real estate, it's the FBI, it's the tax, it's apostilles, it's translations, it's a lot.
The way I see it is it's more of a concierge service because you're offering all the pieces that the person needs, taking the pain away. It's like if you're in a fancy hotel, you're rich, you go down, you ask the concierge, and you tell him all you need, and later you have what you've asked for.
Yeah,
so
pretty much. So I will
except
say,
you just don't have to be rich
exactly.
for the service with you guys.
It's not that much. It's an investment because, people have different capacities, but it's something that, honestly, not worrying about documentation, it saves you a lot of time, a lot of worries. You don't get as many gray hairs. Like I myself, someone that has gone through those turbulent times, I can definitely suggest this. And next time I need a visa, I'm definitely going to try to look for a company to help me. So our services are geared towards the United States citizen. So there are some documentations that may be difficult for us to get if you're not from the US, like the background check. We only do that with the FBI for now.
Okay.
The apostilles, we specialize in US apostilles. So for now, we don't offer those services for other nationalities. But having someone that knows how that looks like, it could help you.
But you still help people, say from Canada or Europe. Yeah,
of course, definitely. We can always, our visa specialists, since they've worked with so many nationalities, they have a guide. They can tell you how it looks like. They can give you the steps on how to do your things, right? We also even get people that have been in Colombia for more time than their tourist time, right? Okay. So they get a little bit of fine and they get a bit scared. It's that guidance. So like, let's say somebody overstays their visa, they're 90 or 180 days. Are they screwed on ever coming back, or is that fixable? Actually, the Colombian government is very forgiving. Like, it's impressive.
The U.S. is not.
The US is not.
You're probably not getting to come back. You're probably not going to get a visa.
You're like 10 years
if you overstay so.
No, the Colombian government is I think it's very forgiving for that. It's important to first know that some nationalities have up to 180 days, but before your 90 days expire, you need to issue an extension. So you just need to tell the government, I'm still here. It's important that you do that, because if you don't issue your extension before the 90 days end, those other 90 days that you're supposed to be here are not going to be counted within your tourist time. So that's something really important that I think a lot of more people should know. If you come to Colombia and you decide to stay 3 months, but then you fall in love with the country and the coffee and the fruits, and you want to stay 90 days more, you just need to ask the government for more time and they'll give it to you, right? Sometimes it's a little bit hard to process, so that's also a service we can offer for all nationalities, right? Help you issue that. Some people do it by themselves, but it's something that's important to have in mind. Now, if you are over your 180 days, right? Immediately, there are some fines to pay to the government. So you're not quite going to be deported. I'm saying quite because you never know, but most of the time, it's going to be a fine. Okay. Right? If you want to apply for a visa, right, it's a little bit different. So if you overstay, you stay for 190 days, you go to the airport, you pay your fine, you leave.
But you can still come back another time.
You can come back another time. Okay. Not in the same year. Right. It's 180 days per calendar year.
Calendar year, so
that's one. But if you want to stay in Colombia, you don't want to leave, there are special processes, right? So you have to pay the fine, you have to get a safe conduct, salvoconducto, which is like a permission for the government to give you some time without fines. But to get that, you need a visa application. So it's one of those things that it's like you need one for the other, but you need the other for the one. So having some sort of guidance, our team can definitely guide you with that on how to handle it, where to go, the timings, the order of things, because it can get confusing. The more time you're in Colombia, the bigger the fine gets. So we have had those cases. It's not impossible, right? Some people decide to leave and then come back the next year, right? It all depends on your specific case and your capabilities, you know, what you can do at the moment, but there's a way around it.
Okay. So it's my understanding that they cancel your visa if you're gone more than 180 days on a visa, and I've heard something similar on a permanent residency is 2 years. Is that true?
That's true. So because we have different visa types with different purposes, there are different specifications. So for visitor visa, it's a come and go, right? You can leave and come back whenever you want. As long as your visa is still valid, you can be let in the country, right? If you're a digital nomad, that's why it's a digital nomad, right? You can leave and come back. There are some exceptions, like the student visa, because you're tied to your education. So maybe if you come and go while you're on a student visa, that might be trouble for renewing, right? The government can see that as a little bit iffy.
Yeah.
Again, depends on each case, because there are virtual studies too you can apply to, but it depends on the type of visa. So you can come and go with the visitor visa without problem. When you get a migrant visa, right, you're trying to get established here, you're trying to build a life, you get up to 108 days out of the country. What a lot of people do, and this is also something I've seen people do with their green card in the US, they leave for about 170 days, they come here for a week, they leave again, 170 days. There's not a minimum time to stay in the country, there's just a maximum time to stay out of the country continuously. Okay,
and that same, so even if you had a permanent residency, just come back sometime before 2 years.
Exactly.
And you reset the clock.
Same thing with the residence. Since the resident visa, it's granted 5 years, at all times. So once you complete your accumulated time, which is very important, because if you have, for example, marriage visa, you need 3 years to apply for residency. If you have 2 years and 11 months, I'm afraid to say you have to renew your marriage visa again. Okay. Because those little gaps of time are very important to the government, and it's safer. You could apply for a resident visa if you wanted to. Most likely will be an admitted or denied. You run out of time, you lose your accumulated. Well, there's also that, what I like to call visa creep, where, you get your visa, but next year you have to renew it. So let's say you get it in July. The next year when it's time to renew it, you're probably renewing maybe in May to have enough time. So now you're going to be your new visa date. Yeah. And so every year it's scooting back. So in theory, if you were trying to do a 5-year plan for permanent residency, you probably got 6 years of visas. Yeah. All of this, again, it's tricky. And I think, when it's someone like you that has a single company or person do your papers, they can advise you on how to get the best of all of the time you're given. But it's very important to renew it before it expires, because if your time expires, you have to start over again. Well, so like somebody that's got an M visa and they're looking to, in 5 years, to get either permanent residency or citizenship if they qualify in that amount of time, is there requirements of being time in country? Could they literally just live up to that 180 days, popping back in and out, and still qualify for either the permanent residency or the citizenship? So the residency for us, it's the permanent residency, right? You can renew it as many times as you want. It's always granted for 5 years. Okay. Right? And you can be out of the country for top 2 years. Okay. The important thing is that to not let your document expire. From the resident visa backwards, don't let your visa expire, because that's going to be more time. That's exactly. Yeah. It's going to you have to start from base one again. When it comes to citizenship, those things also vary depending on the type of visa you had, the type and how you got the residency. Residency is not something we specialize in, so I cannot give you exact information on this, but there is a certain time. So you don't have to meet a minimum requirement of 5 years for your citizenship in all cases, right? For example, the marriage visa that we've been talking about, people can start applying for citizenship 2 years in the resident visa, right? Some people wait, some people do it. Some people never have their citizenship and they just have their resident visa renewed every year.
Is there any reasons you would think of why somebody would not want to be a citizen? They just would want to remain a permanent resident. Is there benefit?
I have seen cases.
Okay.
And dual citizenship is not possible with all countries.
Okay.
So a lot of people, for example, I've known a lot of German people that have lived here 30 plus years, but they have to keep renewing their residency because Germany does not allow that double citizenship.
And they just started last year, I think, on special cases. It's
Exactly.
not every case. Yeah.
So you have to be very careful. Some people don't want to renounce their citizenship because of X or Y reasons.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's one of the main things that I see people, not applying for citizenship.
So this concludes our part 3 of our interview with Juliana Wilches of Expat Group. And if you like these sort of videos, please hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel. And if you hit that bell notification, you'll get notified when we drop new videos. We also have a free email newsletter called The Passport, which covers visa topics, traveling abroad, just basically all things Colombia and all things all over the world. So the link for that's in the description below. We have a real estate and business opportunity newsletter. The link for that's in the description below. And we also have a expat group in Bogotá. And so if you're ever in Bogotá, you can sign up for that and you'll find out about when we have events. And that's basically it. I appreciate you. Thanks for watching and I'll catch you in the next video. Take care.